The cable crunch trains the abs, more specifically the upper divisions of the rectus abdominis. This mechanical drop set involves two variations of a cable crunch. The kneeling version trains the shortened position, whereas the standing version trains the lengthened position. To set up, starting with the kneeling variation, set the cable to the highest setting. Attach a dual handle of your choice. Personally, I like to use a tricep strap or two long D handles, which allows me to strap them over my shoulders and reduce the strain on my arms, although you may be able to get a little more range with your arms above your head. Next, facing the cable column, get into the start position by lowering yourself into a kneeling stance with your butt touching your heels. Lastly, arch your spine by puffing your chest as high as you can, without lifting off your heels. For the action, on the concentric, curl your spine by bringing your ribs toward your pelvis. Ensure you exhale on the way down, emptying your lungs to allow space for you to fully shorten your abs. On the eccentric, uncurl and arch your spine by creating space between your ribs and pelvis. Think chest high. For proper alignment, keep your butt in contact with your heels the entire time. This should ensure that you're flexing and extending from your spine and not your hips. Once you've reached failure with the kneeling variation, you're going to perform the standing variation with no rest. To set up, using the same weight and handles, face away from the cable. Soften your knees and hinge your hips back, anchoring your butt against the cable column. Lever your torso slightly forward to around 45 degrees. You can also use a split stance if this feels more stable. Lastly, arch your spine by puffing your chest as high as you can. For the action, the same cues apply as the kneeling variation. For proper alignment, keep your butt in contact with the cable column and maintain a forward torso lean throughout. This should ensure that you're flexing and extending from your spine and not your hips.